Hello, all. Bob Pisani on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Art Cashin joining us for a momentous Friday, a surprise to everyone on the Brexit. The one thing I would note is we had a remarkably orderly open.
Yes.
None of the massive trading halls that we saw on August 24th when there was volatility, similar volatility, but that's little consolation. We're still not far from the lows for the day. Europe did close down, although remarkably, England, the FTSE, did rally off of the lows. What are you making of all this now?
Well, I think it's going to be a multi-day, if not a multi-week proposition. We're going to have to watch and see how this falls out. Will it lead to others trying to exit the EU? What does it mean to the euro as a currency? Even though Britain was not part of it, many of the people who are part of it are looking to get out of it. And so I think you're going to see some stresses and strains. It will be important to see how the European Union treats Britain. Do they try to get punitive with them to try and dissuade others? There are already reports referendums may be asked for in places like Denmark and France and Italy and Greece. So that's the speculation anyway. So it's going to bring pressure. I think we're going to have to keep a very careful eye on Angela Merkel, because how her fortunes go will probably dictate how the fortunes of the European Union go.
She hasn't made a statement yet. Have you seen anything from her recently?
I think she said one of those bland.
Nothing substantive at all.
Yeah, we respect the wishes.
We do have a vote in Spain. They have essentially a deadlocked government there. They're trying to break out of that. Might the politics of all of this start influencing what's going on in Spain and elsewhere? Yeah,
I think I wouldn't want to be overly dramatic and say we're seeing the death of globalization, but we certainly are seeing real pushback on globalization. The people are saying to the ruling class, hey, you've been telling us that all this stuff was good for us. It's not. And that's the kind of pushback we're seeing around the globe. And I think it will continue. It's not unlike Trump and Bernie Sanders here. So,
yeah. How is it good news that not having trade is helpful? I mean, we have seen what happened when there is contractions in global trading. It's not a good thing. Maybe people aren't the benefits haven't been explained very well.
Right. Well, they haven't been demonstrated. You know, you tell people this is going to be good for you, and yet they tend to believe the other side. If you walked out and asked the average guy on the street, has NAFTA been good for the United States? And he'd say, no, it took all the jobs out of it. So
would the jobs have stayed had there been no NAFTA?
Well, you're arguing logic,
yeah.
Okay? I'm arguing the emotion that you will find in the street. And that's what won the case yesterday. That turnout was big. It was over 72%. So this is real, and it is not going to go away. And as I say, keep your eye on Angela Merkel.
Yeah. The Italians are going to be voting in October. They're trying to simplify their electoral system. So there's all sorts of repercussions.
There's an EU summit on Tuesday. That'll be what I'll be watching.
Okay.
They say Cameron's going to attend, but I don't know if he'll participate.
Before I let you go, the impact on earnings here, of course, you have to wonder, dollar strength can't possibly be helpful, which is what we're seeing, to materials or energy or even industrials. You might think defensive names like consumer staples or healthcare might be a good idea, but many of them sell into Europe if there's weakness there. I'm trying to figure out how this is not a general, at least mild negative for earnings in the United States.
Well, the dollar strength may not be a long-lasting event. There's some signs of a flight to safety here, and we'll see how many days that continues. But it's going to be a multi-day or a multi-week event. There's plenty to come here.
Okay. Of course, we'll be here covering the whole thing next week with him, exclusively with us at CNBC.com. Everybody have a healthy, happy, and safe weekend.
Amen.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.